Good evening, everybody. A surprise video from me because I'm sitting here stewing um, about some stuff. So I've gone on a little bit of a deck haul here in the last few weeks, and I'm really pissed. This is a rant. I'm gonna rant. It's like, why are tarot decks getting big? That's what Oracle is, and I don't get that either. I mean, I guess because I think of Oracle as, well, I think they're both artwork driven. So I don't understand why they have to be freaking gigantic. Jeebus. So I'm going to talk about a few that are pissing me off, and then two that have made me happy. So first off, the Threads of Fate. I mean, can we just talk about the brick that is this box? It's cool. It's like, you know, the 3D effect thing. And it's actually, because it's, I think, plastic, it's actually, I could shuffle it, believe it or not. But come on. I mean, it looks really cool on camera. I get it. Yes, it's really cool. It has, I don't know if it shows up, the 3D effect shows up on camera. I don't think it does. The backs are gorgeous. I mean, there's nothing horrible about this deck. Oh, there, we kind of saw it. See, you can't, there we go. So it does that. And I haven't looked at it close enough to know if it, oh, I guess the picture does change. What is that? Ruler of Cups, King of Cups. So, yes, it's cool. Yes, it's cool. But let's compare it to just a regular tarot deck. And I'm going to be using the Stretch Tarot because it's one of my favorite decks because of the cardstock and everything else. But look at the size difference. I mean, come on. Let me make sure I've got it accurately displayed here. But yeah, so, okay, so it's not taller, but it is wider, which still affects shuffling. I'm going to keep this out. So I was very excited to get this deck. And again, for someone who spent her life worrying about details, it astounds me that I'm still incapable of looking close enough at these deck descriptions to not pick up on the fact that they're too big for me. But there really is, I think, in the new year, because it's, God, I can't even get this in the box. It's just so big. It's literally like a freaking brick. Sorry. Get in there. Okay, thank you. So this deck is really heavy, and I'm sure somebody is going to do a walkthrough. It's really it's very cool. It's a very cool idea. The thing weighs about 4 pounds. Okay, probably not, but close. That's it on the desk. It's heavy. I'm really glad I supported them. I'm thrilled with the idea of that deck. But I probably will use it not at all because it's unwieldy. I mean, and let me just preface by saying that tarot decks in general are too big for me. That's just, that's kind of the deal. That's the nightmare of having super small hands. And there's a bunch of us out there with that same problem. So there's that. Next deck, Cozy Witch. Again, too big. Come on. It's a great deck and it's getting lots of accolades from lots of people. But let's compare the size. Again, taller, wider. And it's a stiff cardstock, so it would be hard to shovel even if it was a regular size tarot. I'm not even going to try. And you've all seen the cards. It's been on a million stations, a million people's channels, and it's a lovely deck. And I actually adore the artwork, and I'm enjoying it. But I can't shuffle it. And I will tell you that it's just like these kind of decks are right up there with scratchy clothes or staticky clothes. You know, you buy yourself a really cool thing, and yet every time you wear it, it's got a scratchy tag that you can't remove, or scratchy whatever stitching, plastic stitching instead of regular stitching. Do these people ever wear their clothes? Because I don't think they do. They just, have you seen the ones that have tags like this? They're like a CVS receipt on the back, and you have to. It's like, okay, I'm glad I know who made it, but now nobody else will because I'm cutting it off. And then they make the tag out of plastic too. So no matter and stitch it, they rather than separately stitching it, they stitch it in so you can't even pull it out because then you rip out the seam of the. Yeah. I'm annoyed right now. And everything that I'm annoyed about is going to pop right out of my mouth. So apologies ahead of time. And I'll try to keep the swearing to minimum. But Cozy Witch, love you. Make a smaller deck, and don't make it like freaking 1 inch by 2 inch. Make it a normal US game. Is this you? I don't even know who makes this. Who makes this? I guess Andrews McMeel Publishing. So, anyways, if they decide to do that, won't that be great? I finally was wrangled into buying the William Blake Tarot, which I adore. Love it. I love almost everything about it. But again, and this is this is me not paying attention, but nonetheless, it's a tarot deck. Let me get the back of this one up so you can actually see it. It's a tarot deck. It's not a tarot deck. It's an oracle size deck. What the hey? I'm not going to show the pictures because some of them are really weird, like that one. But it's a you all know the card I'm talking about if you're familiar with this deck. But anyways, yeah, it's a cool deck. Backs are here. It's a very cool deck, but it's too freaking big. So again, a beautiful deck that I probably won't use. Next, I got the white version. I guess it's the whiter version, white and gold version of the True Black. I think I may be totally wrong about this. First of all, the box is way bigger than the deck, so that's a problem. And then the cards, the deck is so chunky, you can't shuffle it. Ephemera of True Black. It's a gorgeous deck. I cannot complain about the artwork. It's lovely. But it is a little, it's kind of got a rose petal thing finish. Gotta get a little closer. It's really gorgeous. I can't complain too hard about the deck itself. And I think that actually in this case, the deck is actually, tarot size. So I thank you for that. On the other hand, it's so thick and impossible for me to shuffle, which is just frustrating. Because I just won't use a deck that I can't shuffle. I won't use a deck that I can't shuffle. I think maybe I can shuffle this. Let's see. Okay, I'm lying. I can't shuffle this one. Okay, I stand corrected. My bad. I wish I could say that about all these decks. Okay, my bad. It is actually very soft. Okay, this one gets a second chance. Maybe it's just the fact that the box is so dang big. I'll look at it and I think, oh, it's a big fat deck. But anyways, I really like it. But look at how big it is. Look at, I don't know, probably half an inch. So there's that. Okay, next. Oh. New Voice Tarot. I've been so excited about this deck. But I need to stop watching influencers who have gigantic hands, apparently. Because this one looked totally normal size to me. Turns out, no. It's not even oracle size. This thing is like freaking postcard size. I mean, look at the difference. Come on. My well-placed finger, sorry. But look at this. It's like an inch. What is that, an inch? At least 3/4 inch taller and at least half an inch wider, if not more. Why? I love this. I love the artwork. But they're postcards. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this? Nothing. Nothing. I can't do anything with it. So I've decided I'm going to have to open a store because I have a lot of these kind of decks. And over time, I've realized I don't use them. I love them, don't use them. And just don't use it, you know? So reach out if you want this deck. I have no idea what I would sell it for because I can't remember what I bought it for. It's literally brand new. Then, and I think I did a video on this one that I never posted, but this is the Solara Occulto Meliora. And you've probably seen some walkthroughs about this deck. It is stunning. It's a build as a tarot oracle, but basically it's a tarot deck plus oracle cards, which I keep in the bottom. This deck is freaking stunning, but it's also gigantic. Where'd my little card go? Where did my sample card go? Oh, maybe I put it back. So again, why? Oh, did I bring that one over? And then I just got another one that I was totally excited about that literally has, okay, I'll finish this and then I'll go get that deck. Okay, so let's just talk about the backs. Yes, please. Gorgeous. The art itself, gorgeous. I freaking love this deck. I love everything about it. I love the color palette. I think the artwork is stunning. I think all the symbolism that you want is in there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous deck. It's just too freaking big. I mean, and I don't think you could even trim this one. I mean, I don't think you could trim it. Not going to happen. So anyways, I love this deck and I give it its props. But yeah, and the sad part is I'm probably not going to use it. What was the other one I was just thinking about? Yeah, this one. It's called, I just saw somebody do a quick walkthrough of it and I had totally forgotten that I had ordered this a while back. It's called the Night Wait Tarot. So night as in Knight of Wands. The Night Wait Tarot. And yeah, so again, taller, wider. Why? And then when you see the card, you'll ask yourself even more deeply. So it's like a tarot card on a tarot card. It's like a tarot card on the back of an oracle card. Now, the backs it adds a cool dimension to it, and I get that. But come on. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful collage deck. But there's it's just ripe for trimming. And I don't trim because I like all my decks to be super even, and I'm just not capable of trimming them in a way that makes them super even. So yeah, so really nice deck backs are very simple and things, so it'd be easily to trim, I suppose. I don't think it should be my job to trim them. They should come in a handleable size, and it's just annoying as frick. This one has a nice, it's actually pretty good gilding on it. It's not the icky stuff. It's a really beautiful deck, but I'm a little pissed about it. So I'm just saying. So I have been collecting tarot decks for several years now, and I have a beautiful collection. And there are many decks that a lot of times I forget I even have them, and I'll go up and find them, and I just get so overjoyed by having them and playing with them and doing all that stuff. But there's many that lay in the back in the dark in the caverns of my storage area that I simply don't pull out, basically for that reason, that I just can't handle them. And I mean, it's not that maybe they can't handle me, but I can't handle them physically, and it's just driving me crazy. So 2 surprises. Finally broke down about the Tabula Mundi. Oh my god! And I got the one that they say is they have a term, like a Latin term. I don't know if it's actually Latin, but they claim it's Manus Perfectus or Manus Perfecta or something like that. Perfect for the hands, and it is. It's just a perfect size. Here, let me compare and contrast to the one I've been using. How am I going to do this? So I have to go this way. So it's the same, basically the same width, maybe by a 16th of an inch less, but shorter. So it's kind of a small Toth size is the best way to put it. This deck, oh my god, those are the backs. It's so colorful and vibrant. It's very thoughy, but I can, and it shuffles like a freaking dream. So, yeah, this is the kind of deck I want more of. And I'm just going to have to start getting picky about it. Listen to that. Can you do it again? You want to listen? That's a deck. That's a shuffle deck I can deal with. I love this deck. And it's going to make me learn Thoth because, yeah, I love this deck. The other one that totally surprised me is a little quirky deck called the Diary of Skeleton. I don't even know who it's by. Comes to the guidebook by Zien Chuan. I can't pronounce the name, but it's adorable. First of all, it's linen, but it's also where's my there it is. It's linen, but it's also small, that size, so handleable, and it's so freaking quirky. And it's kind of a linen. I was worried about because it's very chunky, but it's actually really easy to shuffle. So it's just that perfect. I wish more tarot people would get this size. It's very reminiscent of the Jillian Wild's Pixie Pop Tarot, which is just a perfect deck for me size-wise. And this is the same. It's just, I can't even remember what the size is. But anyways, this deck is so freaking adorable. It's got little Page of Pentacles, little funky skeletons. It reminds me a little bit in a weird way of the Sweet Fortress Tarot. And what's the other one? Sam has the, I can't remember what it is. But even in these skeletal faces, you get a sense of their face, which is the deck. I mean, that really makes the deck for me. And so this is stinking adorable as I'll get out. And again, it's a linen. It's a thick. I mean, it's pretty thick. And I won't say linen. I guess I want to say it's got a linen texture to it is maybe the better way to say it. But it's stinking adorable. And I have, and I'm not usually partial to skeletal type decks, but this one, I don't know who, I don't know if I saw it on Instagram or somewhere that I saw this deck being mentioned, or it wasn't even a walkthrough, I don't think. This deck was a total surprise to me. I mean, it was one of those things where it just showed up in the mail. I'm like, did I order this? But yes, I did. I just love it. Oh my god, it's so freaking. I mean, look at this guy. He's just like, woohoo! Look what I did. Got him. Oh my god, the High Priestess is like, yeah, I'm all over this. I've got it completely figured out. Anyways, this deck just kills me. Like the Nine of Wands. Oh my god. Look at him. He's just like, yes, I've got this. Totally got this. And look at all the little skeletons on top of the wands. Oh my god. Okay, so this deck just was a total freaking surprise to me, and I adore it. And I adore it probably mostly because of its size, but also because the artwork was just a fun surprise. So thank you, Diary of Skeleton. Thank you for Tabula Mundi. And thank you, Stretch Tarot, for giving me a size reference. And I'm sorry about these other decks, but I just have to be more careful. And if I do decide to sell any of them, which I probably will, because it's just time. It's I've just had some of these decks too long, and I'll never use them, and they're basically brand new. I'll let y'all know when I find a way to open a shop or do it. I'm not quite sure how to do it. Oh, and the other good news is fireplace working. Yay! It's been a good day in the house today. So, anyways, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for putting up with my rant. I hope some folks can relate because, it's, I mean, come on. I mean, my hands are not that small. I mean, yeah, they're small, but they're not that small. So it's just annoying. I mean, a regular tarot deck, especially a regular tarot deck size linen version, I can handle completely. But when it's stiff cardstock, when it's chunky, um, when it's just even a half an inch wide, I mean, I don't know why they're making them that. I don't. Somebody explain it to me. Why are they making them that big? Is it just about the artwork? Because I don't like this trend at all. And this is a trend because this is not. I just need to be more careful. That's the bottom line. Okay, everybody. Take care. Thanks again for stopping by. And hopefully I'll have a more uplifting video next time around. Appreciate you all coming by a lot. Thank you so much. Okay, Star and Flurry out.